Hey everybody, it's Kelly from Hook Treble, and I'm here working on this blanket that is a total yarn eater, FYI. So I feel like I've started this back in like the year 1812. It's taking so long. But I wanted to take a break from it to show you how I do the magic ring or magic circle or magic loop. I've seen it referred to as all three of those things, but it's all the same thing. And I just wanted to tell you before we begin that this can be really difficult and frustrating for some people at first. It was for me. I don't know why, but I could not grasp it for a long time until I found this method, and I've never looked back. So if you've tried this before, or even if you try this method and it doesn't work for you and you get, overwhelmed by it, that's totally okay. There are a lot of great tutorials out there, and one will click for you, or maybe this one will click for you, if you watch it a few times and maybe just practice, because that's what a lot of crocheting and knitting and fiber arts is. It's just practice. But anyway, this is coming from someone who swore up and down that I would never use the magic circle, that I was always just going to chain 4 and slip stitch to join, and that anybody who always, used a magic ring was like, had a couple screws loose. I was not a fan at first. So I've been there. I have felt your pain. I hope this works for you. But if not, try not to get too frustrated and try not to give up, because you will find a video that works for you. Okay, enough jibber jabber. Let's get into it. So what I do is I take my yarn and I secure it on the side of my hand on my forefinger, my index finger, and my thumb with my thumb, and I leave a tail. And I turn my hand over and I'm holding the other piece with this hand, and I cross over 3 fingers, lift up your pinky, go underneath, come back through and up in between the gap of your index finger and your middle finger. And then I cross over and I go underneath my pinky again, and then I close my pinky down and I'm holding both of these pieces of yarn with my pinky. And then I drop the other yarn and I come back through underneath this first piece. And it's really important that you do this above where you've crisscrossed. If you do it below, I actually don't know what happens if you do it below, because I don't think it works. So anyway, above the crisscross, underneath this, then I grab this, pull it through. Sorry, I'm going to do that again. That was craziness how I did that. Go like this with your hook down, grab this, pull it through, then twist your hook up, making a loop. This part's weird. Now you're going to, with the loop on there, you're going to go underneath and you're going to grab that same piece again, but it's basically just the only piece that's left under your pinky. Grab it and pull it through the loop you just made. And it's awkward and it's weird, and I've tried about 10 times to get a better angle of this, and I can't. After you've done that, I creepy crawl my fingers up the crochet hook, and then I secure it with my thumb so I can pull my hand out. I use a lot of tension sometimes, so as you can see, I kind of had to yank my hand out a little bit, but that's just how I do it. And then I take this tail out so I have a clear loop. Okay. This is what it looks like. It's like just a little knotty thing. And then what I like to do is I like to keep this secure between my index finger of this hand and my thumb, so then I can start working into it. So like if you were going to start a hat or something and you needed 12 double crochets in your circle, you would chain 2, and then you would start crocheting into the ring. Now, pointers that I have, I try to keep hold of the bottom of the ring when I'm working into it with my ring finger and my thumb, but any fingers that works for you are fine. And then when I go into it, I like kind of transfer up And I make sure I'm always kind of grabbing this part up here, because it creates a better, I don't know, better tension or something. I'm at a loss for words. So you can keep working into the circle. And then it doesn't get loose. And then you can just pull it down, go through, see how I'm kind of, I hope you can see this. I tried to zoom in on another video and it was like so close. It was ridiculous. So anyway, you're just going to work into the circle. I'm going to stop now after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches just to show you how to close it up. So you usually, once you're done with, say you did 12 double crochet in here and that's all that the pattern calls for, you would just stop. I keep this loop on my hook. I kind of just grab a hold of it, and then you go back and you pull. Remember that tail from the beginning? You just pull that and it closes up nice and tight. I like to throw mine behind then. And then you would do your slip stitch to join. Right? Obviously, this is like crazy because, I mean, look at that little tiny circle. It's kind of cute, right? Right. Okay. Then you have your little loop. But if you've tried this and you're like, lady, I don't like you, I don't like this, and I want to do this project right now, I need a different way to get it started, I can show you that. This is what I meant about the chaining 4 and then the slip stitch to join. I'm not going to show you guys how I did my slip stitch because it's absolutely wild how I do it and it's confusing. So make your slip stitch and then you're going to chain 4, 2, 3, 4, sometimes 5. We'll do 5 just so I can show you the circle. Okay. Then you're going to slip stitch back into the same, the first chain you made. And voila, you have your little circle that you can work all your stitches into. So I hope this video helped. I'm sorry if it was shaky and you now feel like you need to take a Dramamine. I did finally get my new ring light and set up, so the next videos will actually be, nice. But I hope this helps. And if you have any questions or concerns, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, please like and subscribe and take care of yourselves.